Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. And today I'm going to be talking to you all about shipping on Etsy using the Etsy shipping labels. I've been doing it this way since I started Etsy back in 2016, and I find it very easy because everything's integrated in their system, and they make it super easy to where it only takes you just minutes, if that, to ship lots of different labels within the same time. So I really like it. I know there's a lot of shipping methods out there, like Pirate Ship and all of that stuff, and one day I might try them out, but right now I'm happy and content with Etsy's labels, so that's what I use. I get a lot of questions too on people that are curious about shipping on Etsy and they're intimidated to do it, and that's holding them back. And I'm telling you right now, I promise it is not as scary as you might think, and I'm going to go over it today on how to do it from start to finish. So let's say you're very new on Etsy. And by the way, I have a link for 40 free listings down below if you're interested in starting an Etsy shop. So that is linked if you're interested. So if you haven't done anything with shipping yet, you're going to obviously want to go to your settings, and all of the shipping stuff is in here. It's under shipping settings right here. Okay, so once you get there, the first link says free shipping guarantee, and this is just completely optional. It is if you want to have, when your customers spend $35 and up, that shipping is going to be free for them. Obviously, you're going to want to figure that pricing up in your pricing of your products, which is what I do. I do have the free shipping guarantee set up, so it'll basically tell you all about it here. You can set it up if you want to. You definitely don't have to, but that is where you can do that. Next is your shipping profiles. I did an entire video on this recently. I will link it in the cards if you want to watch that. Make sure you do, because it'll kind of intertwine with this video, and I kind of go over exactly what this means and how to set it up. So that is there, but basically it's where all of your profiles are. So when you're making listings and creating listings, you can set them up to be linked with these shipping profiles where you import your processing times, you import all of that, super easy. And I have that video there, but that is where you set this part up. And then next is your package preferences. So this is basically when you're shipping your labels, you have these package preferences that you can just click for very quick shipping. So if I have a 12 by 24 sign, I just click the 12 by 24 sign preference and it ships with that, and I don't have to do anything. It already has my size, my dimensions, and all that. And for some reason, it's not listing all of my preferences here, but you can actually set those up within your label printing area as well, which I'll show you here in a second. But this is where that is located. Next is your rates and upgrades. So right here it's asking you, do you want, if this is for calculated shipping. I don't do calculated shipping. I do a base fee for my decals, like a standard fee. I just find it easier to do that, and I kind of include in my pricing some of the shipping. So that is how I do things. But if you do use calculated shipping, it's asking you here, do you want to use post office retail rates, or do you want to charge them Etsy shipping label rates, which Etsy shipping label is discounted. So basically your customer will be getting the discounted rate, or do you want them to be charged what the post office will be charging them? And then, do you want your shop to have the shipping upgrade option? I do, because I like to offer rush shipping and upgrades and things like that. So I have mine enabled. And then next is your shipping label option. So here's where you import your name, your address, zip code, state, phone number, all that good stuff. Right here it's asking you your preferred shipping carrier, which I prefer USPS for mainly the majority of my products, but it still has FedEx as an option. So just basically telling you which one do you prefer the majority of the time. Your download preference, this one's pretty important. Are you using a printer to ship your labels, or are you using a label printer? So in the beginning, I used just my printer. So right here, I would definitely suggest doing the group my labels to per page. It saves paper. So you can do that, or if you have a label printer like me, I use the Dymo. This is where I select that there. And then next is something again for calculated shipping. Do you want them to pre-fill the labels for you, or do you want to fill it out manually? This is all about customs and international shipping, which I do not offer currently, but I will be in the future. But that's where you do all of this right here. So once that's done, you're ready to go print out your labels. Let's say you got a sale, yay! And you're ready to go print your label, but you're nervous, you don't know what to do. So you go into your orders and shipping. Okay, right here is your orders and shipping tab. First to start, right here, This is a very helpful thing that Etsy does offer, and I love it. So when your orders come in, it's under this new tab, and you can create different things that you can save your orders to. So I have an in progress, so these are the orders that I'm currently working on and that are ready to go, or I've done my computer work and I'm ready to, the next step. So that's what I have there. And then right here I have a need more info tab. So this is for orders that maybe they're missing something, or the address is messed up, or I just need to ask the customer a question. I'll put that in that tab. And then the completed is just already standard there. So you're gonna click this to customize it, and you can add new steps here, fill out everything you want. And I love it. Like I said, I love this little helpful tool that they have here. Let's say you're ready to ship your orders. Okay, so I have 2 orders that we can ship out together, and I can show you the process. So right here, you can click this up here and select all on page if you want to ship all of them out, or you can manually select them with the checkbox right here. But I'm going to do the ones that need to be shipped today. So I'm going to select all, and it selects the 2 orders that I need to ship out. I'm going to hit get shipping labels. And then here on your left, you have the customer's names. And on the right over here, it has ship date, when your buyer will be notified. So if I wanted to ship this label out tomorrow, I can set it up to Tuesday, I can set it up to Wednesday, so you can pre-print your labels, which is really nice. And then right here is the note to buyer. So this is what your customer will see when their order is shipped. So you can edit it here and type exactly what you want it to say. And you can even have, I think it's right here, where you can save it as a little snippet. So if you have multiple different items that you have in your shop, you can create different things to say depending on what your item is. I kind of have a general one that kind of goes to everything, but I do need to change that soon. It does take a little extra step because you have to go and select it with each product that you have. So I kind of have a general, just thank you for your purchase. If you have any questions, blah, 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 blah. And then down here is where their address is located, and it will tell you if there are any errors or anything with their address. You can see that here. It'll tell you if you need to update anything with that, so you can reach out to your customer if there's any problems. So right here are the presets that I was talking to y'all about. This is where you saved all of your, like, the dimensions and the type of signs that you have or whatever else that you're shipping. But you can also just manually import it here. So you make sure, have your sign at least packaged up to where you know what the size is going to be, because if you're just doing the size of my sign but it's not including all of your materials and your packaging and all that, it's going to be different. So at least have your item already packaged so you know, and the box ready for whatever you're shipping and all that ready. So you're going to put your weight here, the pounds and ounces. Now if it is, like I said, so if it is like 2 pounds, 8 ounces, you need to just go ahead and go up to 3 pounds. That's kind of how it works with shipping. Weigh it there. And then right here is your package type. So I always do package thick envelope because all of my packaging is not like flat rate and all that stuff. I use my own packaging, and then I also use the free priority mail, just the regular priority mail boxes, which that is under package thick envelope. But if you're shipping a letter, you can do it that way. If you're shipping mailing tubes, rolls, all that stuff. But I recommend, and all I've ever used for decals and signs and all that, is the package thick envelope option. And then over here, you're gonna do your length, width, and height, and all of that. And then down here is gonna say your delivery service. So I'm gonna go ahead and click my preset because that is what we need to ship this one off of. So I set mine under large priority box because I ship all of those signs under that. See, I imported all of that stuff in there already. And let's pretend that you just typed all this in. Right here, your delivery service is where you're going to be shipping through. So I'm going to be doing USPS priority mail. But as you can see, there are tons of options. If you want to do express is right here. If you want to do ground USPS right here. And then FedEx is down here. So it kind of hides at the very bottom. But you can see here, if like for USPS, it's going to charge me $7.67. And if I did FedEx home delivery, it'd be $15.47 for this particular size and everything like that. So obviously I'm going to choose the priority mail because it's cheaper and I always use it for that size signs. And it's going to charge me $7.67. So that order is ready to be shipped. We have everything filled out. Everything's good. So then, if you also had multiple different packages within this one customer, you can add another shipping label here. I only recommend doing that if you have a super, super large order that you need to do multiple boxes. or your customer was shipping it to multiple different people. But I don't do this as too often, just when I have like large orders or whatever, you add another shipping label here. So next we're gonna do the other customer. So she ordered just a regular 5-inch decal. So under our label preset, we're gonna go to small bubble mailers, which I actually need to update the name to that, but it is, the weight is already in there. It's 4 ounces, which I always overestimate. I don't ever go lower just in case. And package thick envelope again, and we have a 10 by 1 by 7 mailer. And then that is shipping first class. As you can see, you can change it to whatever you want, but these are always shipped first class with me. And then it's gonna cost me $3.03 to ship. And those are completely done. So let's talk to a minute about if you're creating your preset through shipping. Let's say I'm offering a completely new item. So let's say I have a completely new sign size and it's not a preset. So I'm gonna be shipping out a totally different size, or somebody ordered a custom size. I can do that through here. So let's pretend that this isn't on this. I'm just gonna change it. I'm gonna say that my sign is 10 pounds. And then the dimensions, let's just say it's 15 by 3 by 12. Okay, so as you can see, the price changed because I updated all that, and it went up to priority mail because obviously if it's above a pound, it has to go up to priority. And then I'm gonna say that I wanna save this as a new preset. There's an option down here. You just scroll down and it says save this as a new label preset. And then it says just enter the name, and then it'll save up there as one of your presets. So let's say I'm gonna always offer that size and I wanna save it. That is how you do that. So that's where you enter the name and you're good to go. So I'm gonna go back and change this back so we can go ahead and go to the shipping portion. So we went back to our small bubble mailers and everything is ready to be shipped. So let's say that you filled everything out and you're ready to go. You go to review your purchase, and then it tells you right here, you're purchasing 2 labels. This is how much it's gonna cost. And right here, you can select email notifications, but I don't do that because my phone would have a bajillion emails if I'm always posting my shipping on there. So I just unchecked that, and then you're gonna purchase. So then it tells you you've purchased your labels. Would you like to print? Right here, I would always click print shipping labels, and then it opens up a new tab. And then this packing slips is more for your sake. I always print my packing slips beforehand, and I'll actually show you that really quick how I do that. And then create USPS scan form. This is for your post office. So if you want to give them this scan form, it'll be very helpful. They'll be very appreciative because it saves them time. So this gives them a scan notice and everything. So all you have to do is bring that form and all your packages, give them the form, and it's ready to go. So since I selected up there in settings, my 4x6 label printer, it is already set up that way. But if you selected for your regular printer, it'll be laid out a little bit differently. And then I'm gonna go ahead and print these out. So what I do is I hit my printer button, and then destination, you say what your printer is, and mine's under my Dymo. Right here, my paper size, you wanna make sure that's set to 4x6, pages per sheet and all that. You don't change any of that, and it's ready to go, and you just hit print and you're good to go. Okay, so now let's say that we wanna go ahead and print out some packing slips for our customers. You just select the orders that you want to print out. You go up here, you go to more actions, and you go to print orders. And it says, what would you like to print? We're gonna select packing slips. Order receipts are more for you to help with like bookkeeping, but honestly, it just wastes a whole lot of paper. So I just do the packing slips. Okay, so then all you do is hit print orders. And then as you can see, it's a whole page. I don't like printing this way because it wastes so much paper and it gets expensive pretty quick. So I'll show you how to make it 2 per page right here. And that's what I do. So destination, we're gonna go to our printer, and then it says more settings, and we're gonna go to pages per sheet and change it to 2. And it is ready to print. Then all you have to do is cut your paper in half, and you have 2 different invoices per sheet, and it definitely saves money for sure because you're saving paper. So over here you have just the way you can sort your orders. You can see if you have any overdue orders, anything like that would be over here. Right here, you can check out your completed orders. It'll give you all of your orders completed. And also, if you need to print out another label, let's say you messed something up and you need to reship that customer another order, you can go click on their name right here. So here is where you can get another shipping label if you need to resend your customer another product. And then right here, you can create a return label. So if you want your customer to be able to return something to you, that is where you can do the return label as well. You can also request a refund for your label if you messed up. Like let's say you sent it to the wrong address or just something happened to it. You can do that right here with these little 3 dots. It says request refund, and it can give you a refund for your label. It does take a while, but I've had to do that before. You just click that and you wait for Etsy, and then they usually give you the money right back into your account. So super easy. So I hope that we covered everything today. I'm trying to make sure, but that is really the basis of everything you need to know when it comes to shipping on Etsy. Super simple and easy. And like I said, once you get the hang of it, you'll be just like shipping out orders within just a few minutes, because those presets on there are super helpful to have if you ship a lot of the same size products. I have my small poly mailers, my large poly mailers, my boxes, all of that stuff is already in there. So I basically know what I'm gonna ship and how much it's gonna be already. And you know, you can fine tune it. Like if I have that 12 by 8 by 12 box and I'm shipping other products in it, all I have to do is update the weight and it's already in the dimensions and everything I need. So super easy, guys. And I hope that y'all found this video helpful. If you have any questions or if there's anything I missed, ask me down in the comments and I'll be happy to answer those. And I hope that y'all liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.